Hello Libra, welcome. It's Sandra here from Wolf Moon Tarot. I hope you're all well wherever you are. This is your reading for the 25th of April through to the 1st of May 2022 or thereabouts. It could resonate a little bit beyond that time. It's a general reading, Libra, so please take what resonates with you, leave the rest behind. It'll be for somebody else at this time. But let's see, shall we? We'll start with the Oracle of Visions and get into your reading now. So what do we have for Libra? 25th of April through to the 1st of May 2022. What do we have for Libra, please? Alright Libra, first of all we have number 25, and this talks about something being misleading, something being an illusion or a delusion. It could be to do with confusion. So let's see. Alright, now we have number 46, and this talks about connections. Putting the pieces together, like putting the final piece of a jigsaw in to see the whole picture. Joining the dots and then being able to come to a conclusion with more complete information. Alright, right, before we start, I just want to shuffle the energy cards for you. This is the one deck that I will read reversals, because that's what they're supposed to be read. Reversals are supposed to be read with this particular deck, and that's how they're designed. So I do read reversals with this one. It's only this one I do reversals with, because in ordinary tarot there are many variations of messages there, and you don't really need to do reversals, although some readers like to, and that's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Okay, so I'll just do a final shuffle. Okay. So what do we have for Libra, please? What's the important message for Libra? These will be the clarifying cards to go on top of the Psychic Tarot. I've done these first because I need the table to do the swirling, so to speak. Okay. I'll do that again. Just put them to one side. And now we'll do the Psychic Tarot. Okay. What's the important message for Libra to hear at this time? What's the important message for Libra to consider at this time, please? Okay, so we have the heart of your reading, Libra, the root of the matter. Past influences. What's on your mind at the moment? The future going forward. And then something else that your guides would like to say to you at this time. Okay. At the bottom of the deck we have Deception and Envy. This would be the 7 of Swords in ordinary tarot. But this talks about wearing a mask, being deceptive, possibly envious of others or somebody else, a possibility. But there's some form of deception here. We'll just put this to one side. And that's interesting because we've already had number 25, which is about illusion, delusion, confusion, somebody being misleading. Okay. Alright, so we've already shuffled and split the energy cards, so they're ready to go down. And at the bottom of this deck we have all tied up, and this is feeling stuck, restricted, tied up, not sure which way to go, what to do, what to say, feeling bound and constricted. Okay, so let's see what this is all about. Okay, at the heart of your reading, Libra, we have memories of love, and we have the daughter spirit. Okay, memories of love. This would be the Six of Cups in ordinary tarot, and this is, you know, thinking about loved ones from the past, memories of events gone by, of people in the past who may or may not still be in your life. But you've just it's a card of nostalgia. You can see the memories floating here, and the hands have scooped up one particular memory of a love, and it could be to do with family, friends, community, work colleagues, generally to do with family, very close acquaintances. And the clarifier is daughter spirit. So I feel this memories are from somebody from the past. It's something to do with spiritual connections. Somebody was able to open the door for you to connecting with spirit, with universal energies. And that's what you've been thinking about, Libra. So what's at the root of this? We have an emotional loss, so there's some form of an emotional loss that's happened, and that's why the memories of love are here. This is feeling, you know, having an emotional loss with somebody, and you're just thinking about the time, your time with that person. Right, for some of you this could be somebody who has sadly passed over and gone to spirit, and that's what the new memories may be to do with. The door was open for them to go to wherever it is that our soul goes to. And so whoever this is for, I feel that's, you know, one possibility. Because we have an emotional loss here. There's been a great loss here that's affected your heart. Now the clarifier is walking away. If it was upright, this would be leaving, walking away, moving on from somebody or a situation. But it's reversed. So this is, you know, deciding to not walk away, not walk away, or not able to leave this situation, not able to move on from this emotional loss that's keeping you stuck, holding you back. So that's at the root of this situation. The past influences, we have rejoice in celebration, and we have the storm warning reversed. Alright, so rejoice in celebration. Okay. there's one or two meaning for me as a reader. There's various messages within this card. One of them is, as it says on the tin, rejoicing in celebration, having lots to celebrate. And that could well be the case for some of you, Libra. That there's been, in the past, there's been cause to celebrate, success, achievement, winning the gold cup, you know, having finally arrived. All right. For others of you, this could be talking about three as a crowd, so a third party interference in some way. So take it how it resonates with you, Libra. But the clarifier is the storm warning. And if it was upright, this would be talking about, it's a very similar card to the Tower in Tarot. So, you know, a major disruption in your life, a major disruption of some sort. It could be a revelation, it could be news, it could be a happening. However, it is reversed. So I feel that it's almost like the storm was over. There was a storm warning, there was a major disruption, but then it moved away, it moved on. And for some of you, I feel that's perhaps what you have been celebrating, that this revelation, this major happening, that then gradually moved on and eased. And then so that it means that then there was a cause for celebration. For others of you, this third party situation, this three is a crowd, possibly, there's some form of an interference within a relationship, whatever that is. It could be an obsession, an addiction. It could be somebody coming in between a relationship, which caused a storm warning. But again, then that sort of gradually probably passed over. Perhaps the storm didn't actually occur. It was on its way, but then it passed over, so things eased a little bit with this situation. But they're the past influences concerning memories of love, nostalgia, thinking of the past, to do with somebody or something, an event. And then the door to spirit opening, either connecting with spirit or somebody moving on or passing over, or perhaps just a bit nostalgia to do with previous connections to spirit that you may be feeling this emotional loss with, feeling that the connection is perhaps no longer there as much. So take it how it resonates with you. But somebody's being deceptive here and feeling stuck. Let's see what you're thinking about, Libra. Well, we have Destiny, the Wheel of Destiny, Major Arcana, and we have the Journey reversed. So what you're thinking about is your destiny, where your destiny lies. You're thinking about the Wheel of Destiny turning for you. I feel it's to do with relationships. There's lots of green in this depiction, and green for me in tarot means the heart, love, Archangel Raphael, the archangel to do with love and relationships. So this is what you're thinking about at the moment, wanting, perhaps hoping for the Wheel of Destiny to start to turn again for you. Now the Journey, if it was upright, this would be crossing a bridge, leaving a situation, albeit a little bit reluctantly, but definitely shining your light and moving on. However, when it's reversed, there is a hesitation here. Although the bridge is there and the destinations are still there, and that's what you're thinking about, the Wheel of Destiny turning, moving on, it looks like you're stuck. You're not, there's no movement. You're not able to move on. You're not able to take advantage. Although you're wanting the will of destiny to turn for you, it's stuck there. And we can see that here, can't we? When you're all tied up, don't know which way to go, how to get out of a situation. Okay. All right, Libra. Going forward, we have prosperity begins and the Magician and the Mirror reversed. So prosperity beginning, and this is two people working together to create something unique, something special, to help something to grow. Here we have a peach seed that's been planted, and with a lot of nurturing and looking after, it's grown and it's become abundant with and a harvest of peaches here. And that's because of the hard work put in, with collaboration between two people or two organisations, however it means for you. But something very prosperous beginning going forward. And it's working with others, working together with somebody else or with others, for expansion and growth. Now, the Magician and the Mirror as a clarifier. If it was upright, this shows the Magician looking at himself in the mirror, very aware of how to balance male and female energies here, how to balance and manifest, and the coming together of these energies, you know, for the benefit of all concerned. But it is reversed. So this I feel when it's reversed, this is very much working on your instincts now. Perhaps not being fully aware of how this is going to work going forward, but relying on each other, relying on your instincts, being able to tap into each other's energies. And it's almost quite magical that coming together with somebody who's like-minded, who thinks alike, that works the same as yourself, Libra, that you are able to create something that is going to prosper and be abundant. And it's almost like you're going to do it instinctively. You're not going to have to worry too much about it, or overthink this. You're going to be able to do it instinctively. Now, to be something different for everybody, it is a general reading, and it won't resonate with everybody, but it certainly will with some. Now, what is it your guides would like to say? Well, this is interesting, because we have moving on. This is the Six of Swords in ordinary tarot. So this is moving on, and we have envy reversed. So what your guides want to say is you are going to be moving on from this situation, that there's also sadness, memories of love, emotional loss, feeling stuck. You're going to be moving on from that, and that is the dark area behind this person here. And of course you've got the autumn leaves here, so the ending of that season. Completing and moving on into the springtime colours, into where the sunshine is. So what your guides want to say to you, Libra, is that you're going to be moving on, moving forward. Clarifier, interestingly, is envy. And if it was upright, it would be as it says on the tin, you know, being envious of what you haven't got, even though you have a lot, being envious of what's across the courtyard there. The other man's grass is always greener. It's that sort of a situation. But it is reversed. So I feel this is moving on from that envious position. And that's interesting because we had deception and envy right at the beginning. So I feel this is either representing an aspect of yourself, Libra, or somebody connected to you that has been stuck in this energy of envy. Envy of somebody else. Envy of something that perhaps has gone, as we've seen with the other cards on the table. And I'm not sure where deception comes into this, if at all. But I'm looking at envy because we've got envy again here. But your guy, it's reversed, so it's easing now. As you're moving on away from this feeling of being envious. Because that's what's been tying you up, that's what's been keeping you stuck. And you have been hoping and wishing for and thinking about the Wheel of Fortune moving you on. Even though you've been acknowledging and knowing that you're quite stuck and not quite sure how to move on with this situation. But you are gradually putting the pieces together here, Libra. You are gradually joining the dots together, and you're going to be coming to a conclusion, and that conclusion is how to move on from this situation. Remember, you've got prosperity beginning to look forward to, and it's going to be quite instinctive and natural. So it's an interesting reading, Libra, because somewhere interconnected here we have an emotional loss. You've been thinking about the past concerning this emotional loss, and the daughter spirit in connection with that in some way, either opening to you or opening to somebody connected to you, or feeling disconnected from spirit in some way, and which has left you feeling stuck and you know, no movement, nothing happening. Because there clearly was a storm warning of some sort, even if it passed over, that was around. That came in even at a time when you had lots to celebrate. But that storm warning, that disruption came in and led to this emotional loss. All right, but intertwined within that, we have illusion, delusion, confusion, deception, and envy, and then finally envy reversed. So that's interwoven somewhat, somehow. Those energies are interwoven with this situation, Libra. But of course, your guides are saying you will be moving on from that position. And of course, you know, you're going to be joining the dots together. You're going to be seeing the bigger picture. And you're going to be able to come to some conclusions about what has happened and perhaps where you're going. All right, Libra, let's get 2 final messages for Libra, please. 2 final messages for Libra. To complete this reading. 2 final messages for Libra, please, to complete this reading. Alright Libra, we have faraway places, so get ready for new horizons and reaching your destination. Your light is shining brightly. So things are definitely going to be moving on for you now. You're going to release that cloak that's been hiding your light. And your light is going to shine brightly now. So there's the castle in the sky, your dream castle. The butterfly of transformation and the orbs of spirit here helping to guide you on your way. And faraway places. I mean, for some of you this could be booking a holiday, going on an adventure, or it could just be simply expanding out of any restrictions that have been holding you back. You know, finally walking away from something that's no longer serving you now, or leave, you know, and moving on from the emotional loss that's been perhaps holding you back. Alright Libra, it's a general reading, so it won't resonate with everybody, but it's honing in on somebody's story here. But whoever it's for, I hope you've found the reading useful and supportive. So good luck going forward, and until next time, bye bye for now.